Hello, testing 1, 2, 3, and welcome to the Hungry Lamb. Alright, so this is actually the very first time I'm trying visual novel type of game. I might have played something like this in a long time ago, but then I think I don't remember lah. But for now, this will be my first try with visual novel game. Okay. Because I think I have to make sure the music volume is not too loud. Alright. The voice language only have Chinese and Japanese, so let's go with Chinese, and I think subtitle should be in English, right? Okay, let's try. Liang Prologue. Hey, so fast. Oh, okay. It will be English. Okay, flowchart, save data. Skip. Setting. Auto mode. Liang. Liang or Liang. Okay. The word Liang indicates shan, virtual, leaf. Okay, the character shan, is in the shape of an open-mouthed sheep. Looking at it, you can imagine the sheep's cry. I think maybe the translation is a little bit off. Perhaps if one is as gentle as a lamb, Liang suits him. Liang, which pronunciation? Liang or Liang? Okay, however, I refuse to see myself as a sheep. I'm a wolf. Who is who?
梁，送他回家了。
Oh, Liang. Liang 啊，亮 ah, it's a bright that 很亮的亮 very bright that 亮啊。Liang, send him home. From nearby there came a rough voice inquiring. I glanced sideways, and a man approached from the distance. Step by step, he made his way, twigs and fallen leaves crunching. Sunlight streamed through the cracks in the woods, dappling everything. Yet he adeptly hid himself in the shadows. Hello, I size him up. Size him up. Kept in a bamboo hat, clad, and a raincoat, holding a gourd. He seemed more fisherman than a menace at first glance. Such an appearance made it easy to let one's guard down. Hence, he was usually tasked with luring the sheep, and then I would do the butcher's job. This fella was another wolf accompanying me. What? Woof. Doing undercover job, is it? His name was Shi Sing. Okay. But I prefer calling him Tang.
喂，问你呢，干嘛不说话？处理干净了吗？
Hey, why the silence? Did you wrap it up? Liang wrapped up, gave the sheep a stab when he wasn't looking.
现在丢哪儿了？
Where did you dump him? 现在丢哪了？ Buried. 埋了他，埋了。
埋仔细了没？这里离城可不远，别被野兽刨出来。
Did you bury him cautiously? We are not far from town. Make sure no beasts dig him up. A real sheep, ah. It's really a sheep, ah. Buried him tight. No worries.
行， 那他身上都有些啥呀？
Alright, what was on him? 3,000 coins worth, 5 taels of silver plus 200 coins, ragged clothes, rag or ragged? Rag clothes, and a pouch. I take 4 taels, you get the rag clothes, and the pouch is mine.
凭啥？
凭啥? Why? How come? This time there was just one sheep. I killed and buried him, so I deserve more.
行吧行吧，就这样吧。荷包多少钱？
行吧行吧，就这样吧。Alright, alright. How much is the pouch worth? Not much. It's just a common item.
我看
让我看看，让我看看。Let me take a look. Tang wanted to see the pouch. I reached into my waist bags and pulled it out for Tang to see. The pouch was small enough to fit in one hand. Common sense would dictate that a ship's pouch might contain a handkerchief or some checks, but it was empty. The pouch was red, sewn together with patches, yet it looked new and it was embroidered with a light color word an under an, I think. Heh. I chuckled softly. How did the pouch end up with this embroidered word? Did the ship's name contain An, or did he wish safety from the pouch? An Chen An. If it's the latter, the pouch surely failed him.
妈的，确实是破东西，卖不了几个钱，你自个儿收着吧。
妈的，确实是破东西。Damn, it's really just some junk. You can keep it for yourself.
真不知道你为啥稀罕这些羊毛啊！每宰一只羊都得留点羊毛，小心哪天留了痕迹，把你给害死。
羊毛. I don't get why you are into this wool. You always take some wool every time you butcher a sheep. Beware, one day you'll find yourself killed or for leaving traces. Now back down. I gave the pouch a squeeze and tossed it into my waist pouch.
好，趁着天没黑，
走了，
快去华州搞点酒肉。
搞点酒肉. Let's go. While it's still daylight, we should grab some food and drinks in Huazhou. Tang patted my soldier shoulder. You having trouble? Always having trouble reading soldier and shoulder, soldier and shoulder. Taking the
娘
lead.
这次你分的东西多，可得你请啊。
Okay lah. 我请. My treat. Liang, since you got the bigger share this time, it's your treat. Okay. No problemo. I responded casually to Tang, pressing my hand on my bamboo hat to softly lower it. Following Tang's footsteps, I walked forward, each step accompanied by the crunch of leaves underfoot. It was fine not to pay attention to this sound, but if you do, they could become quite loud. Ah, 不知道应该要读完吧? Should I read everything? It was because it's my first try with visual novels, so I'm not sure if I should read everything. I scared it might be too boring though. Okay. It was as if the bird chips and monkey cries had disappeared, and the whole forest was flooded with the crunch of trodden leaves. Wait, the two wolves trot across the desolate mountains and wild ridges. Ridge. Okay. ... Upon passing a tree with a sturdy, twisted trunk, I couldn't help but look closer. I knew it. Beneath that tree lay the sheep I butchered. Oh? It came back or what? Liang Chapter 1 kept the year of 1632. So, why it disappear so fast? The sun hung high, almost blinding. but its ray lacked the slightest trace of warmth. I couldn't shake the memory of the sun from my childhood, so warm and inviting. Now it felt different. Perhaps it was a sign of the fading dynasty, okay, an era gripped by misfortune, where even the daylight had grown cold. Gup, gup. Perch on a boulder by an inn in Huazhou, I emptied the last drop from my flask. The fiery liquor seared my throat, yet its warmth refreshed my stomach. Select banner. Shit. Okay. However, in this year of calamity, savoring the fiery liquor proved to be a rare stroke of luck.
梁，有活了，还是个大活。
Oh, a 大活. Liang, a job, a big one. A familiar voice rang in my ears. I glanced over, and there was Tang standing behind me. Same old attire, bamboo hat, straw raincoat. He seemed like a fisherman. Tang's eyes gleamed, smiling at me, ready to spill some good news. Liang, what is the job? What's the job? 什么活儿? I gave him a quick look, inquiring casually.
城北有间客栈，关了尹三儿留的几只小羊。
又是羊 lamb again. Up north at an inn, got a few lambs locked up. Yin San's.
本来呀，这几只小羊是尹三的人去送的。
尹三
他们犯了别的事儿，被官兵给抓了。
Oh, 给抓了。Originally, Yin Shan's crew was supposed to escort these lambs, but they got into trouble, caught by the official soldiers.
他现在无人可用，让我们替原本的人办事儿。
Oh, now he's short on manpower and wants us to take over the task. I won't handle lambs, but you can deal with sheep, but not lambs.
哎，你会错意了。我当然知道你不杀小羊啊。
You've got it wrong. I know you won't harm any lambs. Then what's the deal?
我们要送几只小羊去洛阳。
洛阳. We are to escort some lambs to Luoyang. Human trafficking. Oh, okay. That's the code name for the person, is it? My heart sank. I finally got what Tang had been hinting at with his mysterious talk. Whenever he sought me out before, it usually meant dark deeds like robbing and killing. This time, all secretive like, turned out he wanted us to do trafficking, delivering some acquired lambs to Luoyang for a good price. Alright.
诱口？你不能这么说啊！小羊又不是我们逮的，算不得诱口。
小羊is a code name for the humans. Kidnap humans. Human trafficking, don't frame like that lah. We didn't nab those lambs. It's not human trafficking.
不过，你愿意这么想，倒是也好懂一些。
Anyway, if that's how you want to see, I can understand.
你也知道的，尹三儿那人虽然一直是帮我们介绍劫道的活，但是他的主业其实是人牙子。
哦，人牙子啊，叫 human trafficking 人牙子，他的主业。You know, Yin Shan, he helped us spot opportunities in the underworld, but his main hustle is still human trafficking.
这单确实是要把他搞到的小羊给送到洛阳，不过不是啥恶事儿，是善事儿。
善事。This deal is about taking the lambs he found and delivering them to Luoyang, but it's not an evil deed, it's a good deed. How is human trafficking a good deed? I frowned and almost didn't want to hear Tan talk
当
anymore.
然是善事儿啊！哎，你听我说，先听我说。
先听我说。Of course, it's a good day. Trust me. Just listen, listen.
娘，
Brad.
这几年各地大旱，很多羊都被饿死，所以呀、有快饿死的人家把他家的小羊卖给尹三换钱粮。
Okay. Sell their children. Wow. Alright. Liang with rice spread dropped in recent years. Many families are on the brink of starvation. So, in desperate times, they sell their lambs to Yingshan for some food and money. Money and food. For some money and
洛阳
food.
那边呢，有一只大肥羊啊，不是钱，就是生不出小羊，便想从穷地方收几只来养。
What? Sheep refers to adult and lamb refers to children? Or what? 大肥羊. In Luoyang, there's a fancy sheep. Means very rich, a very rich person. With deep pockets but no offspring. Oh, he's eyeing a deal to acquire a few from impoverished areas.
你想啊，那些穷人家的小羊们本来就要饿死，我们把它送到富的地方去。
Doesn't sound good though. Sounds fishy. Just think about it. Those lambs from poor families were bound to starve. We are just giving them a chance in wealthier places.
这样，他们的父母不至于饿死，小羊也能吃得饱饱的，所有人都高兴了。咱这是在做善事啊！
做善事啊！Human trafficking is 做善事。So, their parents won't starve. Their lambs will be well fed, and everyone's satisfied. We are doing a good deed.
不瞒你说，一只小羊100两，4只小羊400两，你我对半分，今后几年都不愁吃穿了。
The fuck? Few years? Wow. Haha, no secrets here. 1 lamb for 100 taels, 4 for 400 taels. We split it 50-50 and we are set for a few years without worrying about food and clothes. 哇，到底是有多值钱啊？ How much is 100 taels or can set for few years? 200 taels can last for few years. Wow, that's a lot, man. 真的是一个大肥羊。Fancy, big fancy sheep, man. ...
妈的，扭扭捏捏的干啥呀？给个痛快呀！
妈的，你别娘娘腔，快点！Damn it, why the fuss? Just build it.
你要是不做，这么好的活我就找别人做。这不是看你身手好，一个能顶俩。
If you decline, I will find another guy for such a great deal. Know why I believe it has to be you? You are a veteran who, as one, can do the job of two. Hold on, brother. I called out to Tank. When do the lambs need delivering?
越早越好，我今天就要去看看。
ASAP, man, ASAP. I'm checking it out today. Fine, I will join you. I rose, brushing off the dust. Tang left, leading the way. 怎么我眼睛给关了？是太远了。My eyes closing. Am I being too far away? Okay, since I need to read the text, should be, yeah. Text is on the left side. I need to turn to left side more often. Align. Okay, Tough said a few words, managing to convince me. Maybe it was the promise of no worries about food and clothing, or perhaps it's the idea of doing good deeds that swayed me. Anyway, I'm going along with Tang's plan to see what's up. Wow, human trafficking.
哎呦，我的二位爷，我总算把你们给盼来了！哎，快坐，快坐。
哎呀 well, my esteemed guests, you are here at last. Please take a seat.
妈的狗子，没个眼力见儿，快给二位爷上热酒。
Dang, 人全部 you guys sure love to say mother. Mother, damn it, stupid mud. Fetch hot wine for our 2 guests. Now. Just arrived at the inn with Tang, and Yin Shan greeted us with flattery. Guiding us to our seats at the inn, he scolded his workers to bring us drinks. The sudden shift in behavior made me wonder if he was just acting. I stayed standing, eyes fixed on Yin Shan, my mind wandering into some interesting scenarios. Possibly from my childhood love for shadow plays, whenever I meet someone, their animal form pops into my head. Most are sheep. Tang and I are wolves. Yin Shan, though, comes across as a fox. Yeah, sly and cunning. The Fox Lair was the inn in North Huazhou. No guest came and it closed all year. Or the inn was a cover. He used it for his business dealings. There's a higher up he answered to. The big boss handed down missions and he passed them on to us. Back then, the jobs we pulled for him were all about hitting caravans. He would tip us off on a sweet horror and would go in. This time, it's a bit different, a job involving human trafficking. Whatever the job, we meet up at this inn most of the time.
尹三儿，我们来了。
Yin Shan, we are here. Liang is in enough for the job. Who said I'm in? I haven't committed.
啊，没定？哎呦，梁爷，你可不能没定啊！
没定？Huh? Haven't made up your mind. Master Liang, you can't be uncertain now.
你身手好，又和星爷熟，这活可不能缺了你。
你身手好 You're skilled and you're buddies with Master Singh. We can't do this without you.
哎，我知道您之前没做过右口的事儿，也不愿意做。
右口 human trafficking. 右口 Okay. I know you have never been in the line of human trafficking before, and don't want to.
只是真的不用担心，你们这次的活只是运送小羊，小羊是怎么来的，要送给谁，都和你们没关系。
Oh, okay. Just relax. Your job this time is just delivering lamps. How they got here and who they are for, none of your business.
哎，而且我也不怕给你们交个底儿。这次啊，收小羊的人全是头天，哪怕出了什么事儿，官府也查不下去。
全是头天. What's more, I'll be straight with you. The person getting the lamps wields serious power. Even if things go south, the government won't be able to dig into it.
哎，再说了，现在兵荒马乱，官府哪能管得上啊？
现在兵荒马乱，
您说是吧？
兵荒马乱. And in this chaos, the government can't keep up anyway. Master Xing, you agree, right?
是啊，去他娘的官府！闪地好多地方造反，他们要么在贪钱，要么在藏钱，哪能顾得上我们？
Exactly. Forget the officials. Many spots in Shan are in rebellion. They are either chasing money or hoarding it. They won't hassle us. Ying Shang explained to me, relying on Tang backing him up at the same time. Tang chucked half a cup of hot wine, backing Ying Shang and shooting me winks. ... No worries about food and clothes, doing good deeds, and times are chaotic. They kept echoing in my mind, challenging my principles. Now, do I dive into this job or think twice? What? Scoop up the lamb first? Scoop up means acquire more information. Oh, okay. Yeah, acquire more information first. Do a survey. I will take a look at the lamb first and decide after. I said slowly to Yingshan and Tan.
哎，行，梁爷愿意看小羊，那就有戏。
Alright, if you are interested in checking the lambs, I might have a chance.
猴子，去，把小羊带上来。
老子去 must go, bring the lambs here. Yingshan shouted, his voice echoing. The inn's waiter nodded, hurrying towards the back door. The lambs were brought up. Okay, tied with hem ropes around their waists, linked together to stop any escape. Some softly cried, others trembled, nudged into a line by the inn's waiter, standing in front of me. Liang? I kept quiet, scanning the lambs. Oh no. The first lamb. Oh no, all the kids. Poor kids. The second lamb. The leftmost lamb and the second one. They must know each other. Staying close, the elder guarding the younger. Probably sisters, both pretty young. Yeah, very young. Very the young. I figured the old sisters was 9 and the younger one was 6. Both sported worn out clothes, dark complexion and rug. Disheveled face, their slender frames hinted at a poor background. Glancing at them, the old sister, scared yet putting on a brave front, defiantly locked eyes with me, while the younger one shied away, too frightened to speak. Maybe the old sister aimed to protect the young one and view me as a threat. Looks like a fine lady. Third lamb. The third lamb stood up from the first two. Probably of school age, she wore old clothes, was small but had much fairer skin than the first two lambs. She bowed her head in fear, hesitant to speak, yet she upright stance hinted at an unusual background. But the two on the left, the third snatch. I casually asked Yingshan, laying out my judgment.
哟，梁爷眼力真准，不瞒您说，确实如此啊。
眼睛真准。Well, that was sharp eyes. To be honest, Master Liang, it is true.
左边啊，这俩小羊是姐妹，她们是附近穷山沟的。
Oh, over there, these two lambs are sisters. They're from a nearby poor hamlet.
哎呀，现在各处闹饥荒，他家养不起这么多娃子，便先把女娃卖了，给小儿子换粮吃。
Wow. Oh yeah, back then is 重男轻女. They prioritize the male children over female children. With famine everywhere now, her family couldn't feed all those kids, so they sold the girls to feed their younger sons. Yingshan spoke slowly, and as he did, I shifted my attention to the two lambs, keeping an eye on their reactions. After hearing that, the younger sister stood there, seeming a bit lost. The older sister, with teary eye, looked on the verge of crying. If I speak too much, then it makes makes my border close. Eyes too much to that. Don't close eyes. The older sisters with teary eyes looked on the verge of crying. It seemed what Yingshan said was true. Poor kids.
至于第三只嘛，哎，出身不错，确实是我们拐来的。
出身不错. About the third one, she's from a good family. Was indeed snatched by us. Snitch, is it safe?
肯定安全，不安全我哪敢往外送啊？
Absolutely safe now. Do you think I will risk sending her out otherwise? No way, Snatch. Ones are safe, especially when this lamb seems from a decent family. I hushed my tone and spoke icily to Yinshan.
哎，情况特殊，梁爷别急，别急呀、哎，
情况特殊 unusual situation, Master Liang. Is it? Take it easy. Yinshan chuckled awkwardly in response to my words.
来这边说话。
来这边说话，来 let's talk it over there. Yinshan pulled me aside a bit, trying to steer clear of the lamb.
梁爷啊，这只小羊情况特殊，我们查过的。虽然它是贵家出身，但运它没有风险。
虽然他是贵家出身，运他没有风险。Okay, Master Liang, this lamb is in a unique situation. We have looked into it. Despite her noble background, trafficking her is risk-free. Why? When does trafficking a noble young lady become risk-free? Aren't you worried her family might report this to the government?
报官？哎呀，不怕。
不怕不怕。Report to the government? No chance, no chance.
他家现在自顾不暇，怎么可能来找他呀？
Occupied with what? Her family is too occupied right now. No way they'll come looking for her. What happened?
他家呀，曾与原都师交往甚密，好像还沾点亲戚。
Her family had close connection with Inspector General Yuan. Seemed to be distant relatives.
哎，原都师你知道吧？哎，就是那个
原都师
得罪了万岁爷被切片的，被诛了3族啊！
Whoa. You know Inspector General Yuan, right? The one who offended the Emperor, got sliced out, and had 3 generations of his family wiped out. Wow, 3 generations. Grandparents, parents, and children.
都师死后，他家遭受株连，杀的杀，流放的流放，遭贬的遭贬，早就家不成家了。
Yeah. After Inspector General Yuan's death, her family faced consequences. Some were killed, some banished, and others demoted. Their household has already fallen apart. I kept quiet. If Yinshan's words held true, no one would bother about the lamb this family lost. Even in times of peace and prosperity, the offspring of condemned officials were disregarded, let alone in times of turmoil. Fine, I will give the last lamb a look. I nodded, leaving the matter of the 3rd lamb behind, and turned my attention to the last one. It's a guy. No, it's a boy. Guy. Oh, the 4th lamb's a young boy. He looks like the oldest, tall, only a head shorter than me. Hunched, awkwardly tilting his head. He anxiously looked around, his gaze dodgy and elusive.
林三儿，这羊看起来不太对啊，有呆变。
Okay. Yinshan, this lamb looks off. Is he sick? Tang frowned, studying the 4th lamb before him.
哎，是啊，他确实有点呆傻。
Daisha, okay. True, he's a bit slow. What would you say slow? Daisha. How do you translate this? Daisha. A bit stupid. It's not stupid. Not stupid. I don't know. Let's just call it slow. Daisha.
小时候患了热病，把脑袋烧傻了。
脑袋烧傻了。Did he get the childhood fever that fried his brain?
不是，似乎他就是天生傻。这小羊从小就这样，家里一开始觉得他是弥勒佛转世，就一直养到大。
弥勒佛转世。No, he's naturally slack. The lamb's been like this since childhood. His family initially thought he was the reincarnation of Maitreya Buddha, so he kept raising him.
后来闹了饥荒，家里穷了些，不想养这佛了，妈妈就把这小羊卖给我们了。
不想养这佛了。Later, when famine hit and the family became poor, not wanting to keep the Buddha anymore, his mother sold this lamb to us.
阿爸。
哦，叫什么啊？是 called Down syndrome 啊 ？Not sure is it called Down syndrome. Upon hearing the word "mum," the fourth lamb got agitated, staring intently and yelling "mum" loudly. Seeing this, the other lambs seemed to think of their own mums too. Eyes teared up, quietly sobbing. Maybe for these lambs, feelings spread like laughter.
尹三儿，你确定肥羊会想要这种小羊？
确定不确定？尹山, you think the fancy sheep would want a lamb like this? Tang asked with a mocking tone, a hint of anger emerging in his voice.
哎呦，谁知道呢？也许哪家也觉得他是弥勒佛转世，想要养呢。
Well, who knows? Says he believes the reincarnation thing and wants to keep him. Not that impossible.
洛阳那家说尽量是女娃子，但或许也能看下男娃子，能收的男娃比女娃少多了，也就只能搞到这种的了。
What? Okay. The family of Royals said they prefer girls, but I may consider boys as well. It's tough to find boys, so we had to settle for this one.
不行，这种绝对不行。
Nah, this one's definitely a no-go.
哎，星爷为何不行啊？
Why not, Master Singh?
先不说我要是肥羊，绝对不想要这种小羊，你给我们运也运不了啊。
Oh, okay. Even if I were the buyer, I wouldn't want such a lamb. Besides, we can't handle escorting him.
这弥勒佛带着太麻烦，我和你梁爷在路上被他惹急了，一冲动便可能把他宰了。
可能把他宰了。所以宰了 is kill him, not getting rid of him. 宰了。This Buddha is too much trouble. If Master Liang and I get annoyed with him on the road, we might just end up getting rid of him.
哎呦，星爷呀，你就不能收收脾气？这是肥羊要的羊，少一只就少一份钱，丢一只，可能都要你们倒给钱的。
哦，赔钱。Must think is up. These are the lambs that fancy ship wants. Lost one, lose money. Lose two, you pay up extra.
那我更不能要了，我最管不来这种有呆病的。
Then count me out. Can't handle the slow one.
我们管不了他，若是他一路喊喊叫叫，难免会引来官兵盗匪，到时候所有人都要完蛋。
一路叫叫。We can't handle him. If he keeps yelling, it will draw attention from soldiers and bandits. Everyone will be in trouble. Agreed. I sided with Tank. This lamb was too hard to handle and might stir up troubles.
哎，行，我早知道你会不愿意。
行。Alright. Figure you wouldn't be keen on this one.
哎，正好，也罢。其实我也担心那肥羊会不喜欢男娃，哪怕这种肥点的也不行，大概率会退货。
That's fine. Honestly, I was worried the fancy sheep wouldn't like a boy, even the plump one. Plump one 肥一点啊 What do you say plump one? Not a fat one, a chubby one. There's a high chance of return. 为什么一直散？
哎，狗子，那你还是把那小羊也带上来吧。
塞，哎呀，might as well bring that lamb. That lamb? I furrowed my brow, puzzled by Yingshan's words. Oh, so this is the one that is related to us later on. Before long, the waiter returned with another lamb. The fifth lamb. The lamb stepped out of the backyard, immediately catching my eye. Appeared to be around 10 in the early years of schooling. Donned in worn-out clothes, her skin neither dark nor particularly fair. Quite slender, my first takeaway from observing her. She had a small frame, clothes tightly wrapped around her, revealing protruding bones at her wrists. The thin fabric outlined her bones. Her hair was pitch black, while her eyes had an unusual deep blue hue. This lamb appeared delicate. Delicacies. If she were a bit plumper, perhaps she would be a beauty in the making.
哟，这小羊看着还不错。你这儿的几只小羊，说实话，除了弥勒佛，都还长得不磕碜。
弥勒佛。Hey, this lamb looks alright, honestly. Apart from the Buddha, your other lambs ain't bad.
那是，我的货源肯定正。哎，梁爷觉得如何呢？
That's right, my lambs are top notch. What do you think, Master Liang? I don't mind how the lamb looks, but I'm curious why she isn't tied up like the others. I noticed the last lamb wasn't tied up with a rope around her waist. Curiously, I asked Yingsha.
它和其他小羊不一样，它不用绑的。
Oh, 不一样. She's unique and doesn't need a tie. You trust her?
放心呢，它不是被卖过来或是拐来的，而是逃荒的时候自己过来的。
Oh, 自己送上门. Certainly, she came here on her own during the famine, not sold or snatched.
这娃子呀，是上个月刚来的，像是被调教过，只要给一口饭吃，什么活都愿意做。
像是被调教过。Okay. This one arrived last month, trained, obedient. Feed her as she would do any work.
哎呀，虽然我也觉得可惜，但你们若是不想带那弥勒佛，可以让他替着去吧。正好啊，他也愿意去洛阳。
Well, it's a pity, but if you don't want the Buddha, you can let her go instead. She's up for a trip to Loya.
哎，他是哑巴，但是很懂事，平常不哭闹。你们跟他说会去一个能吃饱饭的地方，他必定愿意跟着去。
Oh, she's mute. She's mute but well behaved. Just mention a place with plenty food, and she will definitely want to come along.
我说尹三儿啊，你这儿的小羊怎么除了傻子就是哑巴？
I gotta ask Yingsha, why are all the lambs here either slow or mute?
哎呦，这小羊是哑巴又怎样？二位爷呀，说真的，要不是跟肥羊约好了货的数量，我真不打算把它给交出去。
So what if she's mute, you too? If it weren't for the deal with the fancy ship about quantity, I wouldn't have considered selling her.
你们别不信，哪怕它不会说话，养大后绝对能卖个好价钱。
卖来卖去，sell here and sell there one. Trust me, even without words, she will be worth a good sum once she's grown.
他耳朵没问题吧？
Her ears good.
哎，没问题的。
No problem.
啊，那倒也方便。
Alright, that's convenient. Tang nodded, agreeing with Yinshan's idea. Having this girl along would be easier than dealing with the boy's issues. I agreed with that, but I wanted more details. Yinsha, how old are these lambs and what are their names? I asked
所
Yinsha.
属的俩姐妹，9岁和6岁，叫红儿和翠儿。
Yeah, the two sisters on the left are 9 and 6 years old. Name Honger and Chuyer.
第三只叫琼华，9岁。
The third one is named Chonghua. 9 years old. Wow, very small.
最后一只小羊， 他是哑巴，也不识字，所以很难知道名字。你们就叫他小哑巴就可以了。
小哑巴。Oh, okay. The last one, she's mute and can't read, so it's tough to know her name. You can just call her Little Mute. 小哑巴。
年龄还是知道的。我问他是否9岁的时候，他点过头，估摸着就是9岁。
Oh, I still know her age. As if she's 9, she nodded. So she's about 9 years old. No name. 9 years old. Mute. I look again at the last lamp brought in as a backup. Little Mute. 小哑巴. This time she looked up and met my gaze. Surprisingly, she didn't shine away like the other lamps. She stared at me quietly. Her deep blue eyes reflected my image. A faint moisture seemed to be layered over her eyes, or maybe it was just my imagination. Strangely, during that brief eye contact, a peculiar thought crossed my mind. She stood out as the only one among children who didn't resemble a lamb. Cat. She appeared to be a cat. Why leh? Come on, give her cat ears. Give her cat ears. Chapter 2, Speak. 哇，讲一直讲一直讲，口渴。I agreed to Ying San's job. After that, Tang and I spent a night at Ying San's inn. The next morning, I tidied up my attire, wiped down my sword, and shattered it. Okay. Before we hit the road, Yinshan got us 2 pack horses for the journey. Excuse me. Can't ride them, but they are perfect for carrying stuff. To avoid checks on the main roads, we will take lots of mountain paths. Those trails aren't good for wagons, but pack horses will work. The inn was in a remote spot, and very few people were around, especially in the early morning. Tang and I stood by the inn, estimating how much time our job would take and planning what things to bring along.
华州到洛阳路途600里，哪怕日行50里，也要走半个月。
Wow, so far. So far away. Huazhou to Luoyang, 200 miles. Even at 15 miles a day, it's still around half a month. 半个月. Can't reckon it that way. With the lamps, we will make it at most half dozen miles a day. Taking detours will extend the distance if anything.
妈的，那就要备30日的干粮和水。现在各处闹饥荒，这么多粮又得花不少钱。
妈的！you only gasolina, mad. Damn. Gotta pack 30 days worth of food and water. With famine all around, it's gonna dig deep into our pockets. Pack light for now, buy provisions on the road. Head east. Fewer folks fleeing, cheaper grub.
行，要是我们到时候困在山里，实在饿极了，就吃个小洋葱鸡。
What a joke. Sure, if you're stuck in the mountains and super hungry, we'll munch on a little lamb. Tang grinned and cracked a joke. I just shrugged it off and didn't say anything. Time to row. I'll fetch them. I tossed a quick word to Tang, grabbed my blade, and headed straight into the inn to call the lamps. I woke up the lamps and took them outside. 3 had ropes around their waists, tied together. The big one, without a rope, bounced around strangely.
梁，你说要不要把那个小哑巴也一起绑了？
小哑巴？Liang, should we tie up the mute girl too?
虽然尹三说他是自愿去的，不用担心会逃，可他这样能撒丫子跑， 我不放心。
我不放心。Yingxiang says she came willingly, but with her bouncing around, I'm not sure she won't dash off. Yeah, makes sense. I nodded, went to a saddle, found a rope in the back. I connected the new rope to the third lamps, tied a knot, and then went over to the mute girl with the other end of the new rope. 小哑巴 ... The mute girl surely caught wind of our talk. She peeked at me and then turned away. Though she didn't look at me directly, she stood tall, arm raised on both sides. ... I didn't say anything, just stood behind her, head down. I took the rope, looped it twice around her waist, and tied a knot at her back. As I wrapped the rope, I could feel how skinny she was. The rope around her waist was only half an arm's length. So thin. They are just kids, man. After that, I double-checked the ropes on the lamps and then tied the ropes end to the pack horse. These knots were really tight, so unless they had something sharp, it would be tough for them to untie. Even if they tried to cut the ropes, it would take time. Tang and I would keep watch, making it tricky for the lambs to get a chance. When I tied the rope around the little mute's waist, she went along with it, didn't put up a fight at all. She did seem as sensible as Yingxiang said.
喂，小崽子们，都听好了啊，我们这就出发。
Hey, listen up, brats. Brats. 不是brats. 小子 we are setting off.
这一路上，你们叫我星爷，叫他梁爷。我们要走1-2个月，为的是把你们送去能吃饱喝足的地方。
吃饱喝足的地方。On this journey, call me Master Xing and him Master Liang. We are gonna be on the road for a month or two, aiming to take you to a place with lots to eat and drink.
我们出城后一直向东走，走的路大多都是山路。
Actually, can I keep reading like this? It's putting a strain on my throat. 我在想，玩 visual novel 的话是要读出来嘞，还是 go along with the story? Once we are out of the city, we are heading east, mostly taking mountain paths.
每日走的不多，日行20里便可。
Won't be covering much ground each day, just half a dozen miles.
粮食我都备齐了，今后我们一天吃2顿，午时1顿，傍晚1顿。这2顿多吃点儿，别的时候不许喊饿。
Got the food ready. We are eating twice a day now, noon and evening. Eat more during those times. No whining about hunger at other times.
走路时不许交头接耳，不许哭闹，违者罚粮1天。
罚粮1天 No crying or fussing on the road. You break the rule, no food for the day.
这一路不要想着逃跑啊！逃者鞭笞数百，打死后还要被我活剥生吃。
打死后要被活活生吃。OK， is 这样来吓小孩子，是 how you terrorize the kids. No thinking about running away on this journey. Runners get 100 lashes. And if you die, I will strip your skin and have a feast. Okay. Tang, off red face and loud, introduced himself to the lambs and said his rules. While he talked, he pulled out a switch from his bag and waved it in the air, showing it to the lambs. The young lambs couldn't hide their feelings well at that. When they heard about a place with lots to eat and drink, their eyes got big. But when they heard about I will strip your skin and have a feast, they all got scared and hid it up. Yeah, why you scare them like that? They are still kids. Especially that refined lamb named Qianghua. When Tang waved the switch, she got so scared. Hey wait, what is switch? What switch? Nintendo Switch girl. She got so scared her legs shook, almost falling down. Tang always liked seeing the lamb scared because of him. He glanced at the frightened Qianghua, a playful smile on his face. Don't, it's fine. I told Tang not to overdo and pay attention to the time.
行，出发吧。
Got it, let's roll. Autobots roll out. Tang turned around and yelled at the lambs once more. His shout made the lambs shiver. He chuckled, licked his lips, and led the way forward. So visual novel 是这样子。So visual novel is like this lah. So most of the times, it's telling us a story. So only like a small portion of the events we have to interact with something. We follow Yinshan's chosen path to leave the city. Outside, we headed east along the planned route. To steer clear of the main road, we had to go through the foothills of the Tuhua Mountains area. First, we would cross Shaohua Mountain, then Mount Huashan, and after that we will reach Tongguan, where Yinshan had set up a place for us to stay. The mountainous journey would take 4 to 8 days. Tang and I knew this part around the Tuhua Mountains area well enough to avoid bandits. But with wild beasts in the mountains, can't be too careless. ... We walked through Shaohua Mountain. We didn't speak along the way. All we saw were endless trees, dirt, and rocks. All we heard were hoofs, insects, and footsteps. After about 2 hours, Tang suddenly started talking to me.
喂，梁，你知道群大虫吗？
什么群纳虫 Hey Liang, know about tiger herd? Tiger herd?
哦，你不知道啊？
Oh, you don't know.
群大虫就是成群的大虫，寻常时候大虫都是独来独往。
The real tiger or a code name for some kind of human. The tiger herd are tigers that come together. Usually tigers like to be on their own.
前些年陕北闹饥荒，很多人向东逃难，都逃到了一些山区里，被大虫吃了。
大虫 Is the translation correct? 我以为会大虫。 Few years back, during the famine in northern Shan, lots of folks fled east and ended up in the mountains, where they got eaten by tigers.
大虫吃人多了，生崽也多，过2年就都是成群的大虫了。
With tigers chowing down on more folks, they had more babies, and after a couple of years, they turned into a herd of tigers.
哎，梁，你说，若来了10几头大虫，我们还有命不？
Don't jinx. Why do you jinx? Liang, what if a dozen tigers show up? Can we survive? I doubt it.
那不一定。
You never know.
我们手中有刀啊！啊，如果见到大虫，我就挥刀斩了小羊们，放出一堆血来。
We have blades. If we run to tigers, swish cut the lamb, spill some blood.
大虫见着血肉，定不会去咬我们这些持刀的啊，会冲上去分食小羊。那时我们便可逃了啊！
Why do you say something like this when your mission is to transport the lambs? When tigers see blood and meat, they won't go after us with our blades. They will charge it to eat the lambs, and that's when we can escape. Ho 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 ho. Tang burst into laughter, cranking up his voice in the last two sentences. I knew he was doing it on purpose, trying to let the lambs behind us hear. You seem to enjoy frightening these lambs, huh? Is that fun? I threw a cold remark at Tang.
肯定有趣儿啊！
肯定有趣啊, huh? Sure is fun. Tang chuckled, dagger slung over his shoulder, moving forward. I glanced back at the lambs. 3 of them were scared white. Scared white by Tang's words. The mute one just lowered her head, lost in thought. ... Was she not afraid of tigers? Around noon, after walking for about 4 hours, we took a break for an hour. Tang had some grub first, then said he wanted a quick nap and doze off against a tree. After that, I handed out food to the lambs, giving each one a serving of dry ration and half a pot of water. The hungry lambs quickly started munching on the food and shared the water. As I munched on my own ration, I kept an eye on them. The 2 darker-skinned lambs, Hong-er and Cui-er, if I remember right, ate pretty fast and finished quickly. Hong-er was the older sister, and she looked after her young sister, giving her more water. She only took a tiny sip herself. The well-bred girl who got snatched was still kinda scared. She took the grub really carefully, eyes wide open, like she thought I might stab her while she was grabbing a bite. Surprisingly, even though she's a kidnapped miss, she didn't complain about the grub and finished it all. Not sure if Ying Shang did a good job training her after the snatch, or she just figured out how things are now. While eating, her eyes got teary, and I figured she's thinking about something. Heard it's easier for poor folks to handle a rich life, but rich folks struggle in poverty. Probably hits lambs like her hard. Yeah, besides watching those 3 lambs, I also kept an eye on the mute girl. She chowed down on her grub, eating really quick. Looked away for a second and she polished off everything, like she hasn't eaten in forever.
梁爷
Oh, 你讲话了 Master Liang. While I was watching the mute girl, a lamb's voice suddenly reached my ears. The sister named Hong-er lifted her arm, shyly calling me, not quite used to saying my name. What's up? I stood up, borrowing my bro, and asked her.
我们要来瞅瞅，别的不行了。
瞅瞅. Okay. Sis needs to go poop. Can't hold it. Hong-er told me a bit awkwardly. I turned to look at her younger sister. No. Okay. The voice acting. So realistic. Chui's face turned really red. She hunched over, holding her legs, just like Hong said. Eat, drink, pee, poop were constants of human life. We had been on the road for a while, so these lambs probably needed a break. Since Tang didn't cover the rules about relieving themselves, they might have been holding it until now. Sure, if anyone needs to go, just do it on the spot. No, you cannot tell girl to do it on the spot. I looked at them and casually announced my solution.
良爷，不行。
梁爷，不行。Master Liang can't. Why not? ... The lamb called Chonghua seemed uneasy about my suggestion to do it on the spot. She looked at me awkwardly and then glanced nervously at Tang, who was resting under a nearby tree. Her eyes showed worry and discomfort. Well, I wasn't entirely sure of her thoughts. I could guess. Maybe she was concerned that if Tang woke up and saw them relieving themselves nearby, he might find a reason to punish them. Or she might be hinting that being a girl among guys, she didn't want to do it in front of men. I lean more towards the first one. After all, these young kids were still a few years away from being adults. So such concerns shouldn't bother them. Man, so bad, man. Alright, follow me with the ropes. We will head to the spot behind those trees. Line up and take care of it there. I shared the plan and went to the pack horse, undoing the tight ropes. Holding the ropes, I guided each lamb. We passed the sleeping Tang, going toward a cluster of trees a bit away. I think it's a bit too loud. I don't need to be so loud. I led the lambs to relieve themselves. When they came back, Tang was still asleep. The lambs took a short nap. I stayed awake, keeping an eye on them and the surroundings. Is it still daytime? Oh yeah, it's still daytime. After lunch, we resumed our journey. We walked for 4 or 5 hours around the foot of Shanghua Mountain. Thankfully, we didn't run into any beasts or the tiger herd Tang mentioned. Chui'er stumbled along the way, almost falling. Luckily, the rope tied around her waist and being close to her sister kept her from hitting the ground. Now, finally, it's night time. The silver moon shone bright and stars scattered all across the sky. Soft clouds moved slowly, and insects made a racket. Night made it hard to see, so we decided to find a campsite at dusk, resting until dawn before hitting the road again. We've been through these mountains a lot, found a good mountain lake for camp as dusk settled in. Dusk 黎明嘛? No, dawn is 黎明. Dusk is midnight, is it? The lake was good for water and washing, and the conditions were decent. Tang set up a camp, and I made a fire. He unloaded tools from the pack horse, gathered some dry straw nearby, and set up makeshift bedding. I grabbed a bundle of firewood and took out the fire-starting tools from the pack. With a fire striker in one hand and a piece of flint in the other, I struck the flint hard, producing sparks. I swiftly brought the flint near the tinder, and after a few attempts, a flame finally caught on the tinder. The flame quickly spread from tinder to the firewood, forming a blazing campfire. The campfire served as a warning for nearby beasts and provided us with light and warmth. Wow, big fire! 大火! The youngest trio happily sat down and got close to the blazing fire. She reached out her hands to feel the warmth of the campfire. Seeing Troyer do this, the other lambs first checked our expression, making sure we weren't mad, and then they also gathered around the campfire.
娘，你还真能打好火呀！我记得你不是怕火吗？
你还真能打火，亮 you're good at making a fire. Weren't you scared of it before? Just done with his work, Tang joined us by the campfire. He brought up my old story. Well, I used to be scared of the fire due to the past memory of a disaster. Was scared before, you know, not now.
那是好事儿啊！本来想着你怕火，下次杀人放火，我都不愿带着你。
杀人放火，haha, good. Thought I would leave you behind for the next arson and murder if you were still afraid of fire. Tang scared the lambs with his words again, but I didn't feel like continuing the talk. And honestly, when you have to deal with someone, you don't need to resort to arson. 杀人放火 arson.
妈的，累死了！要不是怕这些小羊跑了，就该让他们去给咱们拾柴火、铺床铺。
Mother again. Damn, I'm so tired. If it weren't for the risk of these lambs running off, I would have them gather wood and make beds for us.
哎，梁，中午我休息过了啊，你先睡2个时辰吧。2个时辰后你给我换班。
2个时辰，1个时辰是2粒钟，1个时辰 2 hours. Okay, Liang, I have had my rest and you catch a 4-hour nap first, then we swap shifts. Alright. I nodded and sat down by the campfire. A gentle breeze passed by, making the campfire flames sway like torn red ribbons in the air. The fire's glow revealed the faces of the lambs who remained still, perhaps fearing punishment. Yet their shadows had already adjusted to the surroundings. With the flickering firelight, those shadows danced freely, and the crackling of the burning wood added a lively tune to their performance. The scene in front of me brought back memories of the shadow plays I enjoyed during my childhood. Feeling a bit drowsy while lost in thoughts of shadow play, I ended up dozing off. Guess I'll sleep first. With Tang watching over the lambs, no need to fret. Slightly on edge, I clutched my blade and fell asleep. My gaze fixed on the dancing flame, I succumbed to the weight of my eyelids, gradually slipping into dreams.
梁，醒醒！
Liang, wake up. Tang's voice rang in my ears. I slowly opened my eyes. Huh? Did 4 hours fly by already? Guess that short nap didn't do much. Honestly, I felt more worn out now. 4 hours already? I asked Tang as I got up.
对，柴火烧了2捆，差不多2个时辰了。
Yep, burn 2 bundles. 柴火. But he burned 2 bundles of the the woods. Nearly 4 hours. The lamb's okay.
啊，都睡了。
Yep, are sleeping. Tang gestured at the nearby beds. Lambs rested by the fire. Tria and Hong were together. Chonghua and the mute girl on separate beds. Ropes around their waists kept them in place. Okay, I will take the next shift. I nodded, gesturing to Tang, and decided to stand up for a quick stretch to refresh myself. Tang saw me stand up. Then she found a bed and lay down. Zip, 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 zip. I feel like maybe Tang lied to us about already being 4 hours though. Feel like it's too short. Then he dozed off fast, and soon enough I heard his snoring. Now it's just waiting for the sun to rise. Quite a chore. Wow, 4 hours of sleep daily for several dozen days. In this regard, those lambs probably had it better than this. On the way, they could sleep for 8 hours. Once we reached our destination, they could get sold to the fancy ship. 大洋,大肥羊. If luck was on their side and they were chosen, they might get adopted as daughters. Even if luck wasn't on their side, becoming servants or maids in these chaotic times was still better than being refugees and bandits like us, right? Thinking about it that way, the job might actually be a good deed. Ta? Ta? What is ta? 这里有个 ta. Ta? While lost in my thoughts, a sudden noise caught my attention. I swiftly turned to see its origin. Oh, in the dancing firelight, a lamb rose to its feet. It was Xiao Ya Ba Limit. Why are you up? I asked Little Milk coldly. No words, she couldn't. Hungry? I asked again. Shook her head. Need to pee? She nodded. In the middle of the night, such a bad habit. She needed to pee, but it was tricky. The rope tied her to the other lambs, and going could disturb their sleep or even bother Tang. Going nearby wouldn't be ideal either. It could get smelly, and if I let her once, she would probably do it again next time. Alright, I will untie you for now and lead you to the lakeside to pee. Just be good and don't do anything extra. I told Little Milk coldly. She nodded obediently. Rustle. I moved behind her, carefully looking for the knots, and after a bit of effort, I finally undid the rope for her. Follow me. I went to the fire, grabbed an unburned stick, lit it as a torch, and continued forward. Little Milk followed behind me. She kept a grip on my rope, following closely to stay on track. She kept stumbling onto my back, using it to stay steady. We walked over dry branches and fallen leaves, pushed aside the foliage blocking our way, and finally stepped onto soft soil. We reached the lakeside. Tourists bouldered the lake, the ground was damp, and it seemed like a good spot to take care of business. Here's a good spot to go, I said to Little Milk, pointing to nearby reeds. Little Milk nodded and went over. She crouched down, tried to untie her belt, but then stood up again. ... She looked at me, a bit embarrassed. Well, seems like she's shy. She prefers some privacy. Fair enough. She seems smart. I respected her wishes. I turned around to give her some privacy. After a bit, I heard a rustling sound. She was undoing her skirt, doing it slowly and maybe a bit hesitant, perhaps worried I might turn around and catch a glimpse. Thinking a lot for a 9-year-old. When I was 9, did I care if there were people around me when I peed? Oh, yeah, that might be true. Whoa. Why suddenly got like a jump scare? Whoa. I'm getting scared, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, I'm feeling it also. Whoa, goosebumps. Suddenly, a chilly breeze swept over my neck. Oh my god, what kind of voice is that? What kind of noise is that? Tap, tap. Quick, rhythmic footsteps came from behind. Someone was running right behind me. Oh? Whoa, 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 whoa. Suddenly got action. Little mute. I spun around. The shiny dagger flashed in the moonlight. My god. My guess is she's not human. Maybe. In her hand, a small dagger glimmered and she thrust it upward, aiming at my throat. Wow. Her hair fluttered in the breeze, and beneath those strands, I saw a pair of eyes filled with deadly intent. Where did she get the dagger? Why did she want me dead? Oh my god, 下边这样 dramatic. Out of nowhere, it becomes so dramatic, man. my mind went blank. Beads of sweat forming on my forehead. Her sudden attack caught me off guard. What should I do? Huh? Neck. Tackle. Go for the neck. An ordinary person might have died from her surprise attack, but my years of bloody experience kick in. I stay calm. Faced with the dagger, I didn't try to block with my hand or hastily dodge. So 一直讲话 I think if I keep speaking non-stop, my face tracking we make I don't know why we make my model keep closing my eyes so much. I quickly lowered my body, moved aside from the dagger, and then forcefully slammed into her. Thud! My charge threw her off balance, and her arm lifted. She missed the stab. The dagger pierced through the air. I was wondering if will it have another result ending if I choose different action, or will like if I choose step back fast then I will die. You got stabbed or what? Relief. I press on, pouncing like a wolf into its prey, and shove her into the reeds by the leg. Top. Brah. Oh ho ho. What a scene. I pinned her down. Right leg on her belly, left leg on her arm. Right hand grip her dagger hand, left hand squeeze her throat. After a few steps, the dagger slipped from her hand. The instant she struggled to snatch it back, I promptly pressed down on her hand. Now, she was completely under my control. unable to move. What the hell? Yeah. Cannot make high voice. What the hell? What are you playing at? Why you do this to me? You even jump scare me. I glare at her. My eyes fierce like a wild wolf, growling at her with a low voice. Meanwhile, I press down even harder on her, pulling her arm with increased force, almost crushing her thin forearm. Oh. So she can speak lah. Cough, 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 cough. She could hardly bear it when I suddenly pinched her arm and pressed all my weight on her. In particular, her right hand was probably hurt by my knee, and the bone might be broken. Plop. Oh, the short dagger slipped from her hand and it fell to the ground. Right after that, something I could never expect happened. Oh. Oh, as I would have expected. I think she's acting somehow. I don't know why. Does that mean she just want to kill this guy? Oh, spare me. With slightly red, teary eyes, she begged as she cried. Little mute, she actually spoke. Oh my god, you spooked me just now. Dun 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 dun. Swine demon. Oh, what a plot twist, man. What a surprise. How come you are talking? Tell me. You are not mute. I stare blankly at the little mute pinned beneath me. She actually talked. Tears in her eyes, face red, struggling for breath under my weight. Even so, a moment ago, she begged for mercy, each word crystal clear. Did being frightened by me make her suddenly able to speak? No way. Never heard of a mute being cured. This girl must have had some sinister plan from the start, faking being mute to catch others off guard. Spirit! Why that mute act? And where would you get that dagger? I snapped at her, eyeing the dagger that had slipped from her hand.
爷爷，你哥牙死我了，我没法说。
你压死我了，Master Liang, you are crushing me. I can't talk. She kept begging for mercy. I glanced at her and sighed. Grabbed the dagger she dropped. My left hand held her arm, the dagger against her neck, in my right. I rose, eyes fixed on her, pulling her up from the ground.
腿被压得坏了，站不起来了。
疼. Oh, legs busted. I can't stand. Tongue. She got up, wobbling a bit before finding her footing, like a newborn deer learning to walk. Spirit brat, why the mute act? You better start explaining. Why the hell did you play mute? I kept my gaze fixed on her, each word sharp and deliberate. I want to see, can I save halfway? Save data. Okay. And I should check the flow chart. Okay. Choose a specific option. Oh, we can explore a lot more. Wow, quite many chapters though. Ooh. At the same time, I pressed the dagger close to her neck. I was still steaming from her failed sneak attack. This brat was definitely aiming to finish me off just now. If she didn't explain, I might actually cut her throat.
别杀我，我什么都说。
别杀我 Spare me. I will talk.
我之前装成哑巴，是怕被尹三认出来。
I fake being mute to dodge. Yingshan suspecting me.
尹三他是人牙子，我怕他问的多了会起疑心，便干脆装成哑巴。
What? Are you here to investigate something? Yingshan is a trafficker. I was afraid you asked too many questions, so I pulled the mute act. What are you scared you will figure out?
我想杀豚妖，不能被他怀疑。
Huh? What? 豚妖? I aim to took off the swine demon. 豚妖? What is that though? 啥东东? Couldn't resist his suspicions. Swine demon? She looked down, and the mention of that term just made me more puzzled. What's a swine demon? Yeah, what's a swine demon? 什么叫豚妖啊? What is 豚妖? 臀部的臀啊? What? Why she's bringing it up all of a sudden?
其实，尹三骗了你和星爷。
Master Liang, actually, Yingshan lied to you and Master Xing.
你们不是把我们送去富贵人家，而是要送我们去豚妖那里做菜人。
豚妖? Suddenly it become like a what sci-fi fantasy stories. You weren't sending us to fancy homes, but straight to the swine demon as lamb dishes.
你一把我们卖去洛阳，我们就要被豚妖给吃了。
Wait. I had So off to the Luoyang, and we are on the menu for the swine demon. She urgently spoke with a teary tone, and I was caught off guard. Tang and I were taking these lambs to become lamb dishes. Oh my god. What's going on? I knew the meaning of lamb dishes. It meant people who would be eaten. I remember hearing the term for the first time when I was young, back in the peaceful era, and it gave me chills. But in recent years, there was a famine in Shan. Heard in some hard-hit areas, folks were selling kids for food. Some even saw concubines for cash, dissecting them to hog their organs. Sounds brutal, but it doesn't seem made up. The lambs I'm sending are actually gonna end up as some swine demons' lamb dishes. 豚妖的食物. What's that?
洛阳城里有一头豚妖，它重千斤，生性好食人。
In Luoyang City, there's this swine demon who weighs 1,000 pounds and has a taste for human
它
flesh.
有1000年修为，能化身人形。在旁人看起来，他是洛阳最富贵的人，但他其实就是个无恶不作的大妖怪。
你又怎样知道呢? How do you know that? With 1,000 years of cultivation, it can take on a human form. To onlookers, it looks like the richest person in Luoyang, but it's actually a great demon.
我们全家住在洛阳附近，爹是个豚妖种田的佃农。他有一次来我家看地时，看上了我姐姐，便和我爹说想纳姐姐为妾。
为妾，有些字我不明白。There are certain words that I don't understand. Our whole family lives near Luoyang. That's a tenant farmer for the swine demon. One day, when it came to our place to check the land, it took a liking to my sister. Asked my dad to let my sister become its concubine. Concubine, basically, his wife lah. I think his wife 后宫啊 something like that.
爹爹怕他，便同意了。没多久后，姐姐便失踪了。
Dad feared it, so he gave in. Soon after, my sister
这之
vanished.
后，爹爹去问姐姐的情况，他们说姐姐偷东西跑了，找不到人了。
Dad went to ask about her, and they claimed she stole something and ran off. Couldn't track her down.
我不信姐姐会偷东西，整天哭闹，说是要见姐姐。
I can't believe my sister would steal. I cried every day, wanting to see my
直到有
sister.
一天，我梦到了姐姐。姐姐说她被豚妖吃了，希望我给她报仇。她还说，豚妖的口味越来越刁，以后不只要吃女人，还要吃小娃子。
Xiao what? Little kids. Until today, I dream of her. She told me the swine demon devoured her and asked me to seek revenge. She said that the swine demon's appetite is getting pickier, not just women, but also little kids.
姐姐还跟我说，豚妖让化州的尹三做人牙子的活，给他送孩子吃，让我找机会给他报仇。
Oh. Sis told me the swine demon made a deal with Yinshan in Huazhou. He's rounding up kids to feed it. She urged me to find a chance for revenge. I listened silently to her tale, pondering for a moment, not convincing. What she said about the lamb dishes was morally despicable. Despicable? Even for a bandit like me. And all of this planned by a swine demon with 1,000 years of cultivation. Her knowledge coming from dreams her sister sent her. Certainly hard to buy into. Hey, you acted mute. Let Yingshang take you just to get close to the swine demon? I asked, eyes in my voice. Little Mute nodded. You think I will believe your nonsense? Swine demon eating people? Sister sending dreams? Don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me, you little brat. Don't get how a kid like you comes up with so many lies. If you really want to off the swine demon, why lay hands on me just now? Yeah, why? Why jump scare me, huh? Tell me. 什么？要吓我？ If I die, who's gonna take you to meet the swine demon? How are you gonna avenge your sister? Ignoring the mystical talk about the swine demon eating people and her sister sending dreams. As I spoke, I quickly spotted the holes in her story. While her tale could explain her choice to act mute and carry a dagger, it couldn't justify why she attacked me earlier. Her reasoning just didn't add up. If I die, who's gonna escort her to off the swine demon? Sure enough, the little mute went silent, unable to answer my question. She lowered her head and stopped talking. ... Seeing her go silent, my suspicion deepened, and I began questioning. Began questioning the truth behind her words. What now? Should I end her? End this lying brat? Or wake up tongue and figure out how to handle her? I pounded, biting my lip when suddenly I caught sight of bean-sized tears rolling down her face, resembling a snapped string of pearls.
因为我很怕，太怕了。
Cause, I'm real scared. I'm too scared. I'm also scared. I got scared by your jump scare, man. Mother, suddenly the jump scare music kicks in. Oh,
是呀，白天的时候不是说了吗？说如果我们不听话，会把我们活活生吃。我以为你们也是豚妖，越想越怕，刚刚都做噩梦了。
oh, poor kids. That's why I say, Master Sing, why do you go terrorizing the kids like that? Just kids, man. You see? Backfire Liao. In the day, Master Sing want us, he will skin and devour us if we misbehave. Thought you were swine demons too. Oh my god, it's very hard to act like this. Oh my god. Got really scared. Had nightmares just now.
方才我把刀藏在巨骨里，两眼看着我解手，脱下巨骨肯定能看到刀。
I just hit the dagger in my skull. If you hadn't turned away and saw me peeing, taking off the skirt, you would definitely spot the dagger.
两眼这次背过身去没看，但若是下次看了，你肯定会变成豚妖，把我给吃了。
What the heck is swine demon? Oh, this is a 豚妖. Oh my god. I was kind of confused. Do you have like a picture for me to see? Look away this time. Didn't catch a glimpse. But if you peek next time, you'll probably turn into a swine demon and gobble me up.
我怕了，不知道怎么做，心一横就想着要刺两眼。
Wow, she was so strong to hold everything up from the starting until now. She breaks, then she finally breaks down. Poor kid, scared, didn't know what to do, got overwhelmed. That thought of stabbing you, stop, stare. Okay.
两眼，对不起，对不起，我再也不敢了。
Oh my god. Oh, it felt so real, the voice acting. Oh, I can feel it. Master Liang, sorry, I won't dare to do it again. Little Milk wiped her tears, crying on and off. While crying, she kept saying sorry to me. She cried, gasping for air, body shaking. She looked really scared, asking me to forgive her. ... But still, I still wanted to see. You got it right. Since you have got a dagger, no matter what you say, I will be suspicious. On top of that, you tried to stab me with that dagger. Hey, wait. Ayah, what did I press? Okay. I press CTRL control, then it fast forward. Wait, skip is K ma. What is CTRL? Oh yeah. Oh no, I miss. It's fine. Okay. Uh. Okay. But I still wanted to see. You got it right. On top of that, you try to stab me with the dagger, so I should kill you no matter what you say. I snare quietly, seizing. Oh, I can just. Oh, I can just use scrolling. Okay, slowly. Okay. I snarkily seizing her dagger, lifting my hand, mimicking a move like I was about to stab her.
良爷不要杀我，良爷不能杀！
Oh no, Master Liang, don't kill me. You can't.
我再也不敢了，不敢了！
再也不敢了。I won't do it again. I swear. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Spare me.
饶我一命，良爷！我以后长大了给你赚钱，让你白吃白喝，给你受生死，做今生。
Spare me, Master Liang. I will make you rich when I grow up. I will be your provider. I will build shrines for you. I will make golden statues for you.
饶我吧！
Louder. Please spare me. Sob. Whimper. She shook in fear, legs giving way, crying with watery eyes and a snotty face, talking nonsense, terrified, she tried to flee, falling like a scared piglet, kicking her legs while letting out a chilling non-stop wail. If I hadn't helped her, she would have hit the ground. The night was too dark to see clearly, but her terrified state suggested she might wet herself if pushed any further. Oh no. Poor kid. It makes sense. Seeing her like this, I felt a bit at ease. She had been too matured before, yes. Especially 9 years old. Talked earlier, it had me on video buffering. She genuine the age appropriate tears. Dagger move, she didn't seem skilled. Unless I tripped just now, she couldn't have killed me. After some thought, I eased up on my guard. At the same time, any thoughts of killing her vanish. Get up. I shed the dagger and pulled her to her feet. She glanced at me, fear lingering. Surprised I spared her suddenly. Still sobbing. Let you live this time. Not killing you for now.
谢谢良爷，我就知道良爷不是妖怪，是好人。
Master Liang, I knew you weren't some monster. You were a good guy. Heh, I'm no good guy. Tonight, I can't just pretend nothing happened. I went cold-faced. After my words, little Mew, who had relaxed a bit after narrowly escaped, immediately stiffened, her expression freezing. Face away from me. I coldly commanded Little Mute. She obeyed, stiffly turning her body around.
良爷，你要做什么？
Liang Ye, Master Liang, what are you doing? I'm punishing you.
怎么罚我？
怎么罚我? How? Oh no. I don't know. It feels so wrong. It sounds so wrong suddenly. Take off your skirt. You'll see. Take it off. Didn't you hear me? I barked at her. the sudden loudness causing her body to jolt.
我不想脱。
I don't want to undress. If you don't, I'll kill you. I'll fucking stab you. No.
梁爷到底要做什么？
What exactly are you going to do, Master Liang? Her voice quivered, filled with reluctance. I was puzzled, a sudden wave of irritation hitting me. Why was this bread being so difficult? I say I wouldn't kill her, and she won't even take a simple punishment. Is she trying to challenge me? With that in mind, I decided to go ahead and forcibly remove her skirt. And then she said something that left me stunned.
梁爷，你不能犯法！
Oh no. No horny, is it? No horny, Master Liang. Master Liang, you can do something illegal.
弟弟跟我说过，法有规，监幼女12岁以下者斩决。
Speak that again.
弟弟跟我说过，法有规，监幼女12岁以下者斩决。
Okay. My dad told me there are rules, and those who rape girls under 12 get executed.
我不满12，刘爷要34，34。
Sans, I'm not even 12 yet, Master Liang. Please think twice, please. ... I froze, and the attempt to remove her skirt came to a sudden halt. Ugh. I didn't anticipate this brat having such ideas. Yeah. Oh no, I think it's the girl who's being horny. Oh, little Mew, no horny. No horny, you're just 9 years old. No horny, I told her to turn around to remove her skirt, intending to give her corporal punishment. I wanted to cut a piece of the nearby reed and spank her bottom a few times, leaving 3 red marks. But I really didn't expect this little troublemaker thought I was after something intimate. No horny, please. No horny. In that moment, my thoughts felt childlike, while she appeared matured. It gave me a strange sense of reversal, making my already irritated mood turn awkward, chaotic, and even more displeased. How should I handle this to teach her a lesson? I would like to be more civilized lah. Go along with the conversation. I don't want to just spank her. Why not go along with her start and give her a little fright? Gotta spin the tail to avoid the awkwardness and maintain a bit of elder authority. Heh, quite a laugh, you. A little girl talking about rules with a bandit like me. I have been robbing and killing for years, avoiding official routes to transport you. Do you think I'm a law-abiding person? Take it off. I haven't done such wicked deeds before. Today, I'll give it a try. Hearing my words, even with her back turned, she was startled. My act must have hit the mark. She bought into the idea that I was really going to do it and started crying.
良夜，饶了我吧，不行的，真的不行的。
Master Liang, spare me, please. You can't. Please don't. She begged me, trying to dissuade me from the evil deed she anticipated. Even though I couldn't see her face, I could sense her fearful tears. I'm not the one like tongue to realistic in the cries of lambs or find joy in teasing them. However, seeing this overly mature lamb now exposed in her age-appropriate vulnerability gave me a strange sense of satisfaction. Alright, enough of that. No more scaring you. It's pointless. Ish. Can't figure out how a little girl's mind goes there. I could never do what you imagine. I told you to take off your skirt to spank you.
真的？
真的? Really? Little Mute stopped crying, her voice shaky, cautiously asking me, Yes, I just want to spank your spank your butt. Nothing else. No horny.
那你打吧。
Nanitaba. Then go ahead and spank me. Sure will. I confirm with action. Suddenly it becomes so goofy. Okay. Oh, smack. And it's not smack, it's cut. Okay, I took a dagger, slide a switch from the lakeside reeds. What is a switch? What is a switch? What is a switch, Lord? As I made the cut, she flinched, eyes shut. Afterward, I measured the reed's length with my hands, assessing its thickness. Perfect. Mwah. Chef kiss.
良夜，你这就要打了，能不能先欠着？
Mr. Liang, you're really going to spank me now? Can we wait a bit? No waiting.
那现在就打。
So it's happening now. Don't rush. It's coming soon.
穿着曲裤打行不行？
So, can I keep my skirt on? No, hurry up and take it off. I snapped coldly. She shakily reached for her skirt, fingers fumbling with the knots, hesitatingly untying them. The dim light coupled with tall reeds obscured the details from my view. Then I heard the soft rustle of clothes hitting the ground and vaguely saw her exposed skin in the shadows. Wow, it seems she did take off her skirt, revealing her bottom. ...
良夜，我已经脱了。
Master Liang, I have taken it off.
打轻点行不行？
Ease up on the spanking. Okay. 打轻点行不行? I didn't bother talking more with her. Everything said, it's time to get started. Oh my god. A roller coaster. Emotionally roller coaster. What do you call that? It's a emotion roller coaster, is it? How do you put it that in the sentence? Something like that, ups and downs. I raised my arm, lifted the reed switch, and gave her bottom a firm smack. Oof. Ooh, smack.
怎么直接打了？
Why the direct hit? Smack.
梁毅，不敢了，不要再打了。
I won't dare anymore, Master Liang. I don't dare. Please, no more hitting. Smack. Stop, 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 stop.
好疼，火辣辣的疼，的疼。
Tongue hurts, stings too much. She wiped her tear-stained face, pulled up her skirt, and retied the knots. I gave her 3 strikes. The child's skin is delicate, and she appeared frail, offering little resistance. To avoid causing harm to her muscles and affecting her ability to walk in the next few days, I restrained my force. Still, I was certain it would leave 3 red marks. Your life, spare for now. I will keep tonight's event a secret for you. If Tang caught wind of it, he might devour you alive. I will be watching you closely on this journey. If you try anything again, I will kill you, breaking my rule of sparing children. Whoa. So cheeky. Stand by now. I think enough. 2 hours. Okay. A lot. Okay. Wow. Wow. It's so interesting, man. Because like in the beginning where there's not much that's going on, it's a little bit how to say, it's not boring lah, but it's plain. It's very plain. It's very plain and 还有什么东西可以形容？You also can kind of say it's a little bit boring because it's really but I understand that the opening is the setup the whole story to begin with. Wow. Then suddenly the jump scare caught me off guard. Man, what kind of sound effect was that, you know? That was like, I feel like that sound effect was meant for horror games, you know. Suddenly, then I thought like some demons or like a tiger is dashing towards the main character. Oh my god. Then it got dramatic all of a sudden. And then it got so emotional with all the voice acting. Oh god. Fantastic, man. Okay, but so that's all for today. Enough 2 hours per session. We'll continue on Thursday. So see you guys then. Bye bye.